All right.
All right. Today I am with a good friend of mine, Ben Fitzpatrick,
Hey
and
guys.
you're. I got my face on here now. I'll bring you on in a minute. All right. So anyway, we got some special things. I guess Ben has this special announcement. So I'm all ears for it. Let's go ahead and
Yes.
get into it. All right. Here we
Well,
are, Ben.
guys, today is 2 days from my birthday. Woo!
Yeah, happy birthday, man. You're what, like 34, 35?
Getting to be 34.
You're a youngster, man.
Hmm.
You haven't even hit 40 yet.
No, not necessarily, but getting there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember this is, I'm
Oh
just
yeah.
an old man, but anyway, uh, yeah, I remember when I was about 34. I think that was the year that I quit smoking.
Oh, goodness.
I quit smoking that year. I haven't had a cigarette since.
That's good.
Yeah,
Glad to hear it.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's like the dumbest habit to ever like find yourself addicted to. Anyway,
Yeah, it happened.
yeah, probably. So what are you doing for your birthday?
Well, I'm going to the doctor that day first, and then later that day I'm having a bunch of friends over, maybe 12, 14 of them, and we're gonna chill out and have a party.
Oh, okay. Not too much booze.
Nah, nah. 95% of these guys, they don't. Not many of them drink. So
Oh,
we're just gonna chill out, listen to some music, have some pizza, and just have fun. You know.
okay. That sounds like my kind of fun. Actually, I like.
Yeah, we're just gonna listen to some rock and roll, hang out. Just chill. Chill back, lay back kind of thing. You know, have some double chocolate cake, chill out. You
All right, sounds good. Let me know how the audio is doing. If you guys would
know.
be so kind,
Yeah,
let me know what the audio's doing. Anyway, yeah. I've been so busy, but been trying to follow you and like the
yeah.
Linux
We've
Saloon.
yeah, things have been going pretty decently thus far. Not too much happening. Just you know, not doing too much. Just keeping up with StormOS, and that's we just put out our uh, July version, the
Mm.
latest July edition, and I heard your requests for upgraded font, and that has been fulfilled, as well as I added Vim in there because I know that there's a lot of Vim users, and I figure, what the hey, might as well add that, get that squared away. So,
Oh, my audio's weird. They say. Okay, here, let me try something.
yeah,
Is my audio weird? Let me try
yeah.
something. I'm gonna fix this right
Thomas Anderson says you're on his way.
now. All right. Let me
Yeah.
see what we got. I tested this several times, but all right. What about now? It should be a little bit better. Um,
Yeah, it should be fine now, I would think.
yeah, I just
Yeah.
I keep meeting to
Let's
try
see what
to.
he says.
I think
His
it will be fine now. I have yeah. I don't know, man. My audio. I gotta do something about my
Yeah, seems so.
audio. Okay. So anyway,
Yes.
so my audio. Oh, anyway, gonna have a party on Wednesday.
Yes, it's 6 EST, and having, like I said, having about 12 to 14 people in attendance. So, gonna be a big party.
Yeah, on Wednesday. I don't know. Did you see the
What?
interviews I did with Linkar Zoo,
No, I haven't
the
yet.
Mac
Why?
user?
Oh, the Mac guy. Yeah, I've seen where I haven't. I know Brody interviewed him
Yeah,
at one point, and I know that I've seen his interview with DT, and the guy seems a very, very Mac driven
yeah,
user. Like he's a Mac power user, isn't he? And I know he's been exploring different different Linux avenues at some point, and he's been trying to get into it, but he's been having a seems like a bit of a hard time, huh?
yeah. Well, he does servers, so like he's a Kubernetes engineer.
Yeah.
So like he knows Docker, like he can set up Docker and everything. He knows like infrastructure stuff. And so, but he doesn't want to use it on his desktop so much because
Yeah.
like, well, for one, he's got a $4,000 Mac.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
That guy's addicted to Mac.
Well, no, what happened was the last company he worked for gave him
Yeah.
a Mac.
Ah,
And so they gave him a Mac to work. And so then after that, he bought, well, I think he bought
yeah.
a, like one of the new laptops mini, I think it was like an M2 or
One of the ARM series chips.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so and honestly, like the rendering with ARM is awesome.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, it's like way better than
Yeah. 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 Because I know that Apple Silicon has really taken the market by storm, and you know, truth be told, if I had the money, or my family had the money, I would totally get one of those machines because I've heard numerous good things about them, and they seem like a very powerful new platform. It's just they cost a daggone arm and a leg.
oh yeah.
Yeah, but they're a premium product, and they're kind of like Alienware computers. They make very, very, you know, they're you know Alienwares are the premium gaming computers, and they're optimized for what they do. And the same can be said for MacBooks. They're whether it's the Air, the Pro, whatever. They're really optimized for what they're built for. That can be said with the ARM series. They're really built for what they do best, and for Mac, it's for professionals, and they're built very classy. And the same can be said for gaming computers. But
I would
yeah, well,
you
you know, Macs,
know
they
me.
do they do you pay for what you get for, you know,
Well,
out of it.
you get what you pay for.
Yeah, you get what you get out of it, what you put into it,
So on Wednesdays, having a power panel with like 4 people and DT is gonna
Yeah, 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 because I know he's been going around to different Linux users and different Linux YouTubers and just trying to get all this different stuff. And I'm just like, okay.
yeah, he's a good guy. And like you know what I like about him, it's like he's not pretentious. He's not like you know how like some people like go pretend
Yeah.
they'll just be like they'll have something to prove or something like. You know what? I like Mac. Deal with it.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
hey, I got my setup. It works. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I will say I've used Mac in the past on Hackintoshes and different Mac computers and stuff. Honestly, it's not my favorite platform, but I also don't hate it. It's not that I prefer it, so to speak. It's just, you know, I have nothing against them or against Apple or anything. There are some things that, they don't do perfectly, but then again, they're not, in my mind, Linux in comparison does things, I think,
yeah,
in the most optimal way. Now, does that mean it's perfect? My gosh, means no. But no operating system is perfect, no computer is perfect, and that's just where that's going, I think.
audio.
But
Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, I think I fixed it a little bit better.
fix the audio a little bit nicer. Yeah.
I don't know if it's
But hey, we'll get there. You know.
oh, now I'm not clearly understandable. Okay, hopefully this
Oh, Natalie, we're trying, my friend. We are trying. We'll get there.
Natalie. Yes, how are you?
We're doing what we can to get the audio
Yeah.
properly.
Oh. So anyway, um, yeah. So he's having this power panel like for developers, two
Yeah.
Emacs users and two NeoVim users. But one
Ah.
of the NeoVim users, she's actually a NeoVim contributor, and so she,
Oh, a NeoVim contributor, huh?
yeah, she contributes to I don't remember which project. I think actually probably both of them. I think DT is the only non-developer project on there. So it's gonna be interesting to see.
That'll be interesting to see for sure. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah,
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
I guess it now we're finding out that if we install Arch Linux,
Yes. Yeah. If you install Arch,
I'm
what
on
about
the
it?
webcam mic. No, I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what's going on. Okay,
Yeah.
I figured it out.
Yeah. Yeah. Check your noise gain, they said.
No, I don't have gain. I don't have. I don't. I mean, I have limiter, expander, and everything else, but noise gate never changed. So
Yeah.
okay. Um.
Hmm.
Okay. I
All
think the
right.
gain is okay.
Hmm.
Oh, and all right. That should. Let's see what. Let's see how
Hmm.
that goes. I like how that
Let's
goes.
see how that goes.
Yeah. Oh my god. All right, folks. Let me know
Yeah.
comments.
Yeah. Let us
How
know in the chat how that works.
so anyway, yeah. So anyway, he's going to be doing that power panel in the work.
Yeah. So he's going to be doing a power panel on
I'm calling
Wednesday. Okay.
He's gonna have the two Emax users using
Oh,
POV.
okay. Gotcha. Well, I might have to watch that, see how it goes.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. So I guess if you
He
install
says
if
you're
you
way too, or Natalie says you're way too quiet. Not sure what they're hearing, but I
no
don't know.
I oh,
Oh my goodness. My webcam is all exploded big. Oh well.
oh,
Yeah, she said you're too quiet for whatever reason.
all right. Let's see if that's a little bit better. That should
Sound perfectly loud to me.
okay. Yeah. Oh, help me. All right. I think I wonder if that isn't it. Oh, come on, motorcycle.
Oh,
All right, let me see here. Let me. I know what the problem is. Ain't that much better?
yeah.
I'm gonna mute my mic. Can you still hear me? No, you can't.
What are you doing?
All right, hold
What are you doing?
on. All right, let's see what this does. It can't be that bad. All right, like I'm looking at my volume level. It's going right off the register.
Hmm.
Like it's going like almost to the red. And everybody's like, "You're quiet." I'm like, "I don't get it. It's like yellow." I don't know. Checking OBS.
Hmm.
Let's see if this helps. All right. See what people are saying. Oh, do not touch anything. Stay where you're at and talk towards your microphone. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Thank you. All right. I got it. Yeah. What a mess. All right. So, anyway, where were we? Let's talk about your project. Are you ready, Ben? Ben? think I'm being ignored.
Hmm. 1 second.
No problem. There we go. He's back. I probably would have had you a little. Oh, I would have had you a little smaller then. Like your, yeah. Yeah, I know, man. Ben's getting way too old, man. Yeah, I think Ben's getting way too old. That's what they're saying. They're saying you're getting way too old. What do you say? Oh, that's not gonna work. How about this? Okay. Yeah, probably. I don't know how old you are, Natalie, but I'll take your word for it. Yeah. I think Ben is compiling something. It's hard not to move my head around. I think I need to get a different mic. That would probably be with my next donation. Somebody gave me like uh what's his name?
Oh,
Russell gave me $150 this last month. That was nice. Yeah, and
oh.
you can buy
I don't hear Shaston on Jitsi at all.
really. Did I Oh shoot. Okay. You should be able to hear me now. Oh, I see. Okay. You should be able to hear me now.
I don't know what the heck happened.
Oh, it just changed the output.
That was weird.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, anyway, I think some people should buy Ben here a beer.
Yeah. Oh goodness.
Take him out to the bar. What do you say? Can you hear me?
Yep, I hear you.
All right. Yeah, we should take Ben out here. We should take him out to the bar.
Yeah,
Get him
that would be
screwed.
nice. That would be
Get him
fun.
screwed, blued, and tattooed. Hey,
Oh goodness.
that was what I was going to say. I remember now. I remember what I was going to say.
Yes.
Yeah, I know I'm spiking a little bit. Sorry about that. I keep
It
moving
happens,
back.
Thomas. We're trying, man.
Yeah, we're working on it. Okay. Maybe I can.
We'll get it. It's gonna take us some time.
But it is a bit better. Good. All right.
Good, good.
Glad.
Well, that's better than nothing.
Praise the Lord and pass the biscuits. That's what I was going to say. So now that Linkar Zooey's having the what I called the power panel, like um
Yeah.
on your birthday, um I guess he made a comment with Brody that if you don't install Arch Linux manually, then you're a furry.
A furry. That's a bit of a oddity.
Yeah, you're a furry if you don't install Arch Linux through the command line. What do you say?
I say horse shit.
He'll be glad to hear it because he was pretty
Well,
much.
because honestly, in my mind, you know, yes, you can do that, but in today's modern age, you know, I
Mhm.
don't think it really matters which way you install Arch Linux anymore because it just, in my mind,
You'll
you
just
know,
be a furry.
I think you hit the nail on the head there, man. Because honestly, you know, if you want to, I don't mean this to sound kind of insane, but uh,
What?
yeah, Thomas hit the nail on the head there. There's no script to install Arch, so in my mind, it doesn't really matter which way you install Arch. If you want to be the LFS user of Arch, do it the real way. If you want to do it the no
Yeah.
fuss, no muss, no thrills way,
Yeah, if you want
do
to
it through
do it,
calamaris or do it through the Arch
yeah, if
install.
you want
It's
to,
up to you. You know,
yeah, if
the
you
way I
want to
think
be a
about it is,
Chad.
it's like my buddy Fishman always says, computers are no more important than a person,
Yeah.
and there's, or actually, I worded that wrong. People are more important than software. So again, it's your computer. You do what the hell you want to with it. Call it good
Yeah,
enough.
yeah, he can use Arch.
Yeah, if
Mhm.
he wants to use Arch, if people want to use Arch, guys, let them do it the heck the way they want to do it. Call it good enough.
Yeah,
I mean,
we'll just
you
call him
know,
a furry.
that too. I mean, if you want to, if you look at it this way, if you want to do it the furry way, go right ahead. It's your
It's
machine.
fine. Yeah, it's fine by me. I don't really care one
Yeah,
way
yeah.
or the other.
I mean, if they want to do it the easy way, the furry way, whatever you want to call it, go right ahead. Who the hell cares?
Yeah,
You know, it's a computer. You do what you want with it.
I know a person who uses Arch, and it's not the guy in the mirror. Hmm. Yeah, I don't use Arch either. I quit, even though I got it tattooed to my arm.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, I literally have the Arch icon or logo tattooed to my
Yeah,
arm.
yeah. And
Hmm.
also, my buddy Brian Madonna, he actually forked my buddy Emmett's LFS script and he put System D on it using the Crux package utils
Oh
and
yeah.
combined with PortGet. And it has Compiz in there and it has a bunch of it has KDE, it has GNOME, it has XFCE, and a couple of other desktops. And he's actually working on putting Wine in there and Steam and all this and that. And I'm actually working on making a redistributable copy of his LFS. Actually,
Oh, okay.
yeah, just to see how far I can take it, and uh, just for fun, you know. And
Hmm.
but regardless, one other thing I wanted to bring up was I'm actually working on finalizing a Storm D, aka Debian release. Actually,
Hmm.
now I don't, I have not tested it, so I don't know if it's out of beta stages or not. Built. I'm still working on building the ISO at the moment. I'm using a fork of Esnix's live build script that he wrote. Kudos to Esnix for that, by the way. And it's based on Debian Trixie, the upcoming version. So I built it from Zebian, which is a testing Debian thing and that sort of thing. So yeah,
Mm.
but yeah, that should be out fairly soon. I don't have a time frame on that, but it's sort of similar to what I did with ThunderOS, but going forward, it'll probably be based on Debian.
Mm.
So yeah,
Wow.
StormD is something that my buddy Jack Kiefer took out a long time ago, back in 2021, I think it was, or
Mm.
maybe 2022. So if you want to see a sort of preview of it, take a look at that.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool projects coming up, and yeah, and hopefully you'll realize that Debian is, I
yeah,
don't know, it's actually kind of crappy.
yeah. It's not
I
the
have a
best.
love hate relationship with it. Actually,
Yeah,
get
yeah,
working. If you actually set up Debian the correct way, it's actually harder to run than Arch.
yeah.
Infinitely harder.
I'm noticing that,
Yeah.
and honestly, I do like it, but it's not the best. But
I always like the few times I've installed it, it's like a 50-50 for me because half the time I end up having like even worse audio problems than I'm having right now. So I have like really bad audio problems with Debian. Like Pulse Audio, I don't know what it is. And,
yeah.
well, I guess
Now I
now
will say,
Pipewire.
I've tried a couple of window managers in the past, like Awesome,
Hmm.
OpenBox, i3, a couple of others like that. Xorg window managers. Now I did try Jack Coolit's Hyperland setup, and it was nice.
Oh, yeah.
And I've thought about crafting my own Hyperland, but in my mind, if he's already taken a lot of the heavy lifting out of it, I don't really see a logic in doing it myself. If you get my
Well,
drift.
I mean, unless you have like a special build that you like have a special idea. Like for example, when I did my Spectre WM Asia,
Eh.
did you see that desktop?
No, I haven't seen your build of it. No.
Yeah, it's like so like it has like Chinese characters all on
Oh wow. Okay.
yeah, and it's really nice. And I did a lot of
Yeah.
there was a
Yeah.
lot of workarounds to get it to work the bar to work the way I wanted. And then I had to figure out how
Yeah.
to like put um, characters in the middle and on the left side and the right
Mhm.
side and a lot of different things like that. And so it's like it looks really nice. And
Gotcha.
so like if there's like something that you want to like try to do like
Try and put
or
on top of it. Yeah.
yeah, like an original, like,
Original, unique thing. Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Well, honestly, that there's nothing really for me that I can think of. So if I do try DWM again, um, but
DWM is,
if sorry, not DWM, but Hyperland again, I'll probably just use Jakulitz and call it good enough.
yeah, probably, yeah, yeah. I mean, because you're gonna
I
use
mean,
Hyperland,
he's got the updater thing. He's got
yeah,
the whole everything on top of it that most people use. So there's not really, much to put on top of it that I would want to do.
yeah. That's kind of interesting. I might, yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, because he's got a really neat Hyperland setup, and it's adaptable to pretty much most distros. The only one that I caution against is Gen 2 because he hasn't got a script for that, and I asked him about that, and he did not seem too fond of doing it in a scripted way.
Oh, Jesus. I mean,
Yeah.
just to test it, you would run that. You would run your script for about 8 hours.
Yeah, you would be running that script for 8 hours easily.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, you would be waiting a long time just to use
Right.
Hyperland if you did it that way.
I don't know. I honestly do not have a use case for people to use Gen. Like Slackware, there's a couple of use cases. I have zero use cases for
Yeah, that's totally respectable. I mean,
Gen.
Gen
Like
2 is a very, very niche use. And I just,
no, but I'm like before the reason why people installed Gentoo was that they could have complete control over their
over their
memory
operating
usage.
system.
Yeah,
Yeah,
over their memory usage and different things. And so like they could
yeah,
they could run their operating system in their browser in under 500 megabytes of RAM.
yeah. But these days, you
Yeah,
know,
like
it's not,
good luck with that.
yeah. Because I
Yeah.
mean, even with the 64 gigs of RAM in this laptop, eh, I don't really see a valid point in building everything from the kernel up.
Well, there's a I mean that part I don't necessarily like. If you build from the kernel up to later like build binaries to make the
Yeah,
installation
I
for
mean,
like
Gentoo does
LFS.
have certain binaries, but the one that I've been hoping, praying, begging for with Gentoo is Chromium because, oh my lord, building Chromium? Get out of town!
Chromium's a pretty bad browser these days, so
Yeah, but the problem is importing everything over from Firefox.
mm,
No, everything over to Firefox, I should say.
yeah,
Get out of town!
yeah.
It's the one crutch that I have that's keeping me pulled into Chromium or something Chromium based. Yeah, and there's also the fact that my family has uh, and plus the fact we have a Chromecast sitting here in the living room. So,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and sadly, that does not work on on Firefox. So,
Yeah, Firefox is now the Internet Explorer of Linux. And that's a oh my god, that's a good title for a YouTube video. Thank you,
oh
Thomas.
god, that would actually be one that I would probably watch.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing the top 5 Linux distros for 2025
I
and
can't wait to see that one.
yeah,
That one's gonna be, I
it's
think, one of the
fun.
highlights that you've done in a while.
Yeah, this one is going to make some enemies. I'll just say that.
I'm not surprised. And honestly, if StormOS makes that list, I'll be in shock.
Well, I have to say,
Yeah.
I'm not doing derivatives. I'm not like that's
I
the
know.
yeah.
Well,
So like that not really. So like the whole idea is, what are the 5 Linux distros that kind of encompass the more important things as far as like
the meat and potatoes of Linux. Yeah.
yeah, kind of like you know like one day we hope to have like supposedly we hope to have the year of the Linux desktop. God only knows if we'll ever achieve it, but that's the dream, right? And so I picked the top 5 projects that I think actually has the best shot of making that happen. Basically, yeah. No, I didn't. I
That's,
didn't. I didn't. I'll tell you, I didn't choose StormOS, but it wasn't because I don't like the project. It's just there's a lot of
yeah.
projects out there that I think would
Yeah.
uh, they would gain steam, like
Yeah.
uBlue or Fedora. They gain steam. They get they
Yeah.
have a
Yeah. Yeah. I get that. I mean, there's a lot of competition out there, and they would see. I don't know how they would see it, but it's just, I
mm,
don't know. It seems a very, yeah, because I mean, it's, while I do get that, it's not, I hope to get it on a top tier list at some point, and if it's not on yours, then I totally understand.
no, and it's not about like, so don't misunderstand me. So like this top tier list is something like, like I already like kind of put, you know um no,
Yeah,
it's not. It's just for the scope of the video, what I wanted, the point that I wanted to get across. It kind
is
of is. It's a little different. So
yeah.
it that's the only thing. I just
No, I
wanted,
get it. I mean,
yeah,
if it's designed to be around base vanilla distros, and that's totally okay.
yeah. If I, yeah, well, that's just it. If if this was, like the top 5 vanilla distros, you would definitely be there, man. You would be on
Yeah,
the
no, I
list.
get it. I mean,
Yeah,
it's a general distro consensus, and
yeah,
StormOS is not that, and I totally get it.
yeah,
It's not a big deal.
yeah. So
But
anyway, yeah, I just, oh
yeah,
man, yeah, it's I'm
but yeah,
I'm gonna make some enemies. Let's just say that the people
you
are
just want to
going
make
to,
some, you just want to make some people understand, and that's totally okay.
yeah. Well, yeah, and I want to piss some people off,
No, no,
just
that's fine. I mean,
unintentionally. Yeah,
yeah,
I just
I
want
get
to
you.
piss some
Well,
people off.
you just want to irk some people. I get it. Well, that's fine.
Yeah. And I'm pretty good at that. I've noticed I'm really good at pissing people off.
Yeah, and honestly, despite what we said about Gen 2, throw I might throw that on this machine instead of Debian, and
Mm,
finish that spin
mm,
actually after this, because you know I had a good thing going with that, I think,
mm.
and I actually did test that script that you and I talked about that one day,
Yeah.
and it actually is fully functioning now, and
Oh.
I'm gonna see, because I have it saved in my DeepSeek chats
Mm,
actually, and I'm gonna see if I'm gonna install it on here after this, and
mm.
on one of my drives, and finish that ISO after this actually.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
yeah, I know you were pretty hyped up about that,
Yeah.
and I do want to finish that after we get done.
Yeah. I would like to see it. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah, for
dislike.
sure. Well,
Yeah. I
I'll
don't.
take a screenshot of it after this, and I'll let you see it once it's
Uh,
done.
okay. Yeah. I don't dislike Gen 2.
It's
When I
just
say
the
there's,
process behind it. I know
yeah,
it's
I just don't understand, like, in 2010, I understand the use case for
Gene 2.
yeah,
Yeah,
for Gentoo. I totally get it.
yeah.
After about 2015, I just don't get it.
I know.
Yeah, I just, I mean, it's still fun. It's still fun messing around with it and waiting for
Oh
like
yeah.
8 hours to have your operating system come together.
It's a
Or
grind.
maybe
It really
longer.
is.
Yeah.
And I by no means, you know, if you're I'll say, it's not a distro that, if you don't know what the f you're doing with Linux, just don't touch it.
Mm.
Seriously.
Yeah, and not only that, like, maybe I could just
Yeah.
do like the furry install of Gen 2.
Well, that's what. this system
Yeah.
that I'm building is designed to be. It's designed to be the furry person's Gentoo. You know?
Yeah, okay, we got a furry installer. Okay, good. Furry person's
Yeah, because what
installer.
it does
Okay.
is you boot up my ISO. Now, I'm still working out what I'm planning to do is the it's going to be like the Calamari's XFC version of Gentoo, essentially, similar to what my StormOS is. Is this will be the and the script that I've written will be somewhere in there too. So basically, if you want, the scripted furry way, that's fine. Or if you want the GUI furry way, you can do that too. It does
Mm.
not matter.
Yeah, I got a couple of really interesting videos though. A lot of
Yeah, yeah. So if you want both, go right
oh,
ahead.
sorry.
Entirely
Yeah.
up to it's entirely up to the user what they want. As if they want the fundamentals, no fuss, no muss way, they can go with you know the calamaris that should copy everything over, or if they want you know uh, to do it uh, the more scripted way, then they can just build it vanilla using the script and call it good enough.
You know,
God, what's
it'd be a really cool project. And I would probably try to figure this out, and I don't know how you would do it. So let me bounce it off of you. Having an immutable disk desktop with something like um, Bedrock, kind of like the Bedrock functionality where you can install packages from different distros, but it's immutable. The core is immutable.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
would be like that would be a cool project.
I think it would be too. Yeah. What, an immutable Gentoo version, you said?
No, well, I mean, you could do that if you could do immutable. You'd do Gentoo, Arch, Debian, Fedora. Wouldn't
Mhm.
even matter.
Right.
But you could have like an immutable distribution of your choice, and then I mean, it's cool that like Fedora they use Box Buddy. But what if like you actually could actually like have like a Bedrock Linux type situation going on, but it's immutable, and then you
Ah,
could
I see.
install like different things. But I don't know how you would do it. There's like a lot of things you'd have to be able to get around because how would it be immutable, and then you'd be able to like download from every repo that you wanted. I mean, you might as well use Box Buddy and just have an immutable system. But I don't know. I'd have to think about it.
I would say so too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be one that would have to be thought about for sure.
yeah. But there's like I was just thinking about that because like I do like Bedrock Linux. I think it's a really good, cool project. I remember when it first came out, like a lot of people were really amazed by it. Did you ever use Bedrock?
No, never.
Have you heard of it?
Uh, Not much. No.
So basically, what they do is they use a lot of different chew roots so that they can have different systems installed on the same system. So you could have Gentoo, Arch, Fedora, Ubuntu, Debian, and a bunch of others all in the same distro. And then
Uh,
you could install packages from every single one of those distros.
oh, sweet.
Yeah, and it's really easy. Like you would install
Huh.
Arch, like Arch Linux or Fedora or whatever you wanted, and then you install Bedrock on top of it, and they do the rest. It's just basically a script, and you choose which uh, which distros that you want.
Oh, that would. So it's sort of like just a hybrid distro kind of thing.
Kind of, yeah,
Yeah.
because like you can so if you install like say Arch Linux and then you install Bedrock on top of it, you choose to have Fedora, Debian, Gentoo, and Ubuntu. Then you can install packages from any one of those.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh, no kidding. Yeah, Thomas, that is kind of the thing. I was going to put a link in. Um,
Yeah. Put the link in
I,
the.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Like I said, I'm probably going to sleep right after this because I
I just
haven't.
dropped the link in there for
Okay.
us.
Yeah, I know what the link is, but
Yeah, I just dropped it in there.
okay.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I just dropped it in there for him, so that way it'll save him some work.
okay. All right. And where's Darren? Like he's like been sleeping, and Natalie, like she's
I don't know where she went.
yeah, she just went to sleep or something. And I mean, the night's early, man. You know,
Yeah,
we
it
need more
sure is. It's
beer.
only 9 o'clock, and my goodness.
Yeah, it's only 7 o'clock here. Yeah, we need more
Right.
beer. Natalie, Darren, we need more beer.
Yeah, we sure do.
Tom, where's the beer? Just kidding.
Yeah,
No.
that's all right.
But anyway, yeah. Yeah, that Bedrock Linux is an interesting project. And if you could somehow make it like I don't know how you would make it immutable because you would install packages from all those distros, so you couldn't quite make it immutable
Mhm.
unless
Yeah,
it was like a peripheral where
yeah,
and be quiet.
yeah,
Unless you have vodka from Russia or Ukraine, I don't want to hear it. I'm dead serious. Like vodka in Russia is really good, but like that Smirnoff garbage, yeah, no thanks. Or
yeah. No to
Sky,
that.
or what are some of the other like vodkas that they have in the U.S. Yeah, Russian vodka. That's the one that you want to drink.
Yeah, yeah,
I went to Russia when I was 19 years old, and yeah, yeah.
yeah. It's crazy.
Oh, I bet you it's making you think clearly. They probably made it with turpentine if it's made locally.
Oh goodness.
Made it with paint thinner.
Oh man.
I mean, some of the shit that they come up with, like I lived in the South for a while. Like I tasted some moonshine,
Oh goodness.
and I saw firsthand a couple of things people do, and it's like, okay.
I would agree with that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's
right.
just some wacky stuff that people do, and
Yeah,
I just can't make sense of it.
yeah.
But I don't
I
know
just want a beer. That's all. But anyway, where's Darren? Like he just left. I
where
thought
are
he
these
was.
people. Yeah,
Yeah, where'd they
I
go?
don't know. I don't know. They must have gone off and done their own thing or something.
Oh. I think they started drinking without us.
Could be, man.
Yeah,
Could. Well,
yeah.
it's
Anyway,
kind of merged.
yeah, I think so like back to that thing, I think you could have like a peripheral where like you had like it would just essentially be boxes on the outside, but you
Right.
wouldn't necessarily have to have them be Docker boxes or Podman boxes.
Yeah.
I mean, like NixOS, that's kind of how that works, right?
Right. It's all running in a container,
Yeah.
essentially. Yeah. Now that would be very neat. I will give it that. That would be
Yeah, and if you had Nix packages with that, ooh, this is something you should do. Include Nix packages with your distro.
mixed package in a distro. Okay.
And
You know,
homebrew.
I have considered that maybe.
And homebrew.
Oh gosh.
I'm just
Oh
kidding. No,
gosh.
actually, I do use homebrew on Aurora to install like all my NeoVim stuff because it's easier.
Yeah.
I still hate homebrew, but
Yeah.
it works for you, Blue. But I don't know. As soon as I don't know, I might move on, but I'm thinking I'm going to make my own thing, and then night, Tom.
Yeah.
Want a
No
beer,
worries.
man.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I will consider that. Thank you.
yeah. So Tom, you better buy Benji a beer, cause yeah.
Yeah. I'll if he wants to, he can join the Discord and I'll send him my PayPal.
Okay. So, yeah, make it. Yeah, donate a beer to him so that yeah,
Yeah. And all proceeds help fund StormOS.
help further your drinking addiction.
That too. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah.
Uh,
And also, just so everybody knows, I do go out every once in a while on Wednesdays to sing at a bar. So
you actually go to a bar. Okay.
yes, to sing sometimes.
All right.
Either way, yeah, I've got a life outside of StormOS sometimes.
Yeah, I wish I had a life outside of development and
Yeah,
teaching English and those
yeah,
things. I
yeah.
do.
It's it's just singing is not for the faint of heart. I will say that,
Mm.
but it's I enjoy it. It's very very fun, and also I will say this: when I install Gentoo Shaston, I'm considering trying NeoVim on it.
Oh my God! Praise the Lord! There's a
There you go.
miracle. Oh my God! You guys, you heard it first, right from here, that Ben is gonna
Ben
try
is going to
NeoVim.
try Vim.
So, do you know how to escape? You know.
Yeah, colon WQ. Yes, I know that much at least.
Okay. All right. So you can
I've got
save.
some Vim
That's to
experience,
save it.
but very very minimal.
Yeah, that's to save it.
Yeah, I know that it's Q exclamation point to get out of Vim. I do know that.
Yeah, but how do you get out of insert mode?
Yeah. Escape.
Okay, good. All right. Just
That I do
just
know how to do to a point. Yes.
oh, all right. So yeah, we were
We
just
were just
ranking
having
on
fun.
Natalie there, and she's like, I had to step away to do a few things. And we're a bunch of assholes, huh?
It happens. I've been friends with her long enough to know that
No, we're
we're playing around. Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Anywho, so yeah, I'm gonna be trying out NeoVim after this.
All right. You better take a look at Kickstarter.
Kickstarter for sure.
That's a NeoVim distro.
All right.
Yeah, it's by well, one of the major contributors is DJ TJ DeVries.
All right.
He's been on DT
And
once before. He did an interview with him. But anyway, hey, so hey Natalie, um,
yeah.
Benji here. He needs a beer.
A beer.
Needs
Actually,
a
I'm gonna
few
go
of them.
see if there is one in the fridge. Hold on a second, just to see if we have one here at home by some chance. Just a sec. Hold on. 'Cause I'm thirsty. Actually.
Oh, I did it to him. Anyway, yeah, he needs a beer. I kind of do too. All right.
I'm back, Shaston. There isn't.
Oh, yeah, I
Oh,
think I gotta
well.
go get me a beer too.
Well.
Although I'm supposed to be losing weight. I've been doing exercise and I'm
Yeah.
actually getting in shape.
Whoops.
I
Yeah.
know, right? I think Ben with alcohol sounds dangerous too. It sounds funny,
Yeah.
actually.
It
I do
does
like.
sound.
I would just pay to see it. Ben drinking alcohol on a live stream. Oh my
Oh God.
god, that would be fun.
Yeah. No, that would be funny. But yeah, this has been a bit of fun, Shaston. Very good little chat here that we've had. I've enjoyed it.
I don't know if I can mark this stream 18 plus, but yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
Probably like 25 plus, but
Who
yeah.
knows?
Yeah, we don't want any 18-year-olds. Like, go home. Unless you're 18 now, then you can stick around. You're cool. Go home. All the 18-year-olds, go home. Stay off
Yeah.
my lawn.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Oh, wow, you're really a youngster. You're my son's age. My
Yeah.
son will be 24 in a month.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My wife will be 40,
Oh.
40. I want to say 45.
Yeah.
I had to think about that for a minute. 45. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well. Yeah.
46. This is 2025. She's 46.
Not bad.
Yeah. I'm almost 50. So
Oh
I'm an
man.
old I'm an old man. I've
My
already had a quadruple bypass surgery.
word.
I used to have a different YouTube channel, and he reached out to me a few times.
Yeah, I did. So long ago.
I know, huh?
Yeah,
Actually,
I remember. I remember you made Arch video discussing dual graphics cards and one
Oh yeah,
about Slackware and a couple of other things.
yeah.
And
That dual graphics card. Oh my god, I had no idea. Like I didn't have any concept of how graphics cards work in Linux. I got an education.
yeah, that's yeah,
Ben and social. I don't believe it.
yep.
Uh,
I reached out to him, and that's where that went.
yeah. And then how did you find me on my Discord? That was the
I
other.
remember you.
Oh
Remember
no,
we
you found my new YouTube channel.
I
That's
found it somewhere, and that's where that went.
oh okay. And then you're like, do you remember me? And I'm like, yeah, I remember the name.
And then I told you about StormOS. And
Yeah, and I think I already knew about a little bit about it just because um I I tried to follow Matthew a little bit, but
yeah, and he stopped being on the project, and then
yeah,
it went to Ricky, and or actually, first it was Silent Mark for a while, and then Ricky came along, and basically now it's where it is now.
have you heard from Matthew?
Not recently, no. Well, actually, off and on here and there, but he's got some health problems that have gotten worse. So
Yeah, yeah, I heard about that. Yeah,
yeah, it's not a pretty sight. He's had a lot of get what exactly it is, but it's uh, something that impacts the blood. I can't remember what exactly it is.
I think it was blood cancer, is what you're telling me.
Blood cancer. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. Well, the good news is blood cancer is not fatal, so
Yeah.
that's actually like
Yeah,
the
I'm trying to not go into specifics, Natalie. It's just, I'm sort of debating how to best describe his challenges.
yeah, no, you're right, Natalie. We shouldn't be
Yeah,
gossiping about him. Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah,
Hopefully he starts feeling better.
exactly. Yeah, I'd hate to, but yeah, he was a long, long time, very valued Linux contributor, and he was part of the Manjaro
Mm,
respin craze some years ago, and
yeah,
just a very, very good friend to
yeah,
a lot of us. So,
yeah. Yeah, him and Spatry, man, like they were pretty.
they were very close for a long time.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't heard much of Spatry either. Like he came back for a while,
Tree
made
came
a
back for a long time, but then he fell off the face of the grid again.
yeah. I think he just doesn't like making videos anymore.
No, he's always had a varied thing with that for whatever reason. But
Well, no, I think well, he doesn't know how to do very many technical things. So unfortunately, I think that's probably it. He's just like, hey, I want to use it on my desktop. Well, how many like, hey, let me show you my desktop videos. Can you make like? Because I can't make very many of those. I I I just couldn't. But it's like if you branch out and you're like, hey, let me make a NeoVim video, or let me make
yeah,
uh,
if you do like different distro things all the time, then
yeah,
yeah,
and different news articles and stuff. Um,
yeah, that's not really gonna take it too far.
yeah, no, but if you're like just doing distro reviews, that's basically all he did. Just do
He did
distro
that a
reviews.
little too much.
Yeah. So like I could see that. I mean him and Matthew. That's it. I mean they were all over. Um, like
They were all over the scene.
Pin Guy and was the other one that they like? Pin Guy was one of them that they like. Manjaro.
Yeah, yeah, there was a lot of there was just so many distros they liked, and also um, I remember one of Matt's most greatest projects was his um, his Ubuntu Unity and XFCE remix. That was a great one.
Oh yeah,
That was a very popular spin that he did.
yeah,
I highly recommend looking that up when you get a chance on YouTube.
yeah. I remember some of his videos.
Early videos,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Before he got hacked into.
Oh God, yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah. Well, you have to have like your authenticate. What is it? The two
The
password.
two FA, yeah.
Yeah,
But either way, we've how long have we been live? Dang, almost an hour and a half.
yeah.
But regardless, anything else you want to touch up on?
No, not really.
Yeah,
I'm probably going to go get some sleep for maybe an
yeah,
hour
no
or two.
worries,
Yeah,
no
maybe
worries.
I'll go drink a beer and get some sleep.
Yeah, probably a good idea. Because didn't you say you've been up for a certain number of
Like
hours?
36 hours. Yeah, I
Yeah, no
slept for
worries.
about 20 minutes right before I got on
Yeah,
here.
well, it's glad to shoot the breeze with you, Shaston,
Yeah,
and we'll have to do this again soon.
yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, for sure. And
Yeah,
I'll
I mean,
be
we didn't really touch on too much. You know, we just hung
yeah,
out, just did something.
yeah. Well, no, that's kind of like what I like because I'll tell you something.
Yeah,
I think that if people see that you have a personality, they'll be more likely to check your project out. And if you're like,
yeah,
oh, I got this project and I have zero personality, and then you start talking like this, and like people are gonna be like, they're just not gonna be interested. But if I
no, no
think if
worries.
yeah, I think if
I've
you
been, we've just been chatting, talking random stuff, and hopefully that'll spruce some people into it.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, hopefully, like if there's like a little personality, because that's kind of the one of the things is like whenever I interview somebody, I want people to know who they are. I don't
Yes,
really
and
the project's kind of secondary. Like I think it's a cool project. Don't get me wrong, but it's like I want people to see who the person is.
right. I've never been very great with that, but hopefully next time we can kind of
I
delve
think you're
more into
doing all
me.
right. You're doing okay.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just not a very open person, but I'll try and open
Mm.
up a bit more as we go through these things.
No, I think so. Yeah, yeah, and yeah, I just think that it's like if people know like kind of what makes you tick, right?
Yeah, for
Then
sure.
then they're really gonna be like, oh, okay, I got it. That's
Yeah,
so. This is what he's about. Okay, let's try
yeah,
out his distro. Like it
yeah.
makes sense.
I'll
Where if
Yeah, I'm a very technical minded, very rounded
yeah,
back ended guy, and
yeah,
I like to talk a lot, and just
mm,
figure stuff out with people.
yeah,
You know, I'm a
and
very
drink lots
person
of beer,
oriented guy.
alcoholic.
No worries,
Like,
you're good. But yeah, we'll aim to do this again very soon.
yeah, absolutely, and hopefully we won't have audio issues. Hey,
Oh god,
Natalie, where like did you like fall off the deep end again? Like,
they said the whole Matt thing was going off the rail, but yeah. Well, either way, this was fun, Shaston, and
yeah.
I'll catch up with you again very soon.
All right. Well, I'll see you. Yeah, I'll see you soon. And yeah,
Hopefully this
don't.
weekend.
Yeah, don't drink too much.
All right, man. Have a
All
good one.
right. See you later.
Peace.
Peace. Okay. So, wonder who's still on the stream. Wonder who's still on the stream. Anyone? Anyway, hey, it was fun meeting up with Ben again. And as always, you can buy me a beer if you'd like, or buy him a beer. Um, I'll leave some information in the notes. Anyway, Natalie, it was nice to meet you. Tom, nice to meet you. Thank you guys for letting me know about my audio and how bad it sucked. So anyway, see you later. And I think we're out of here.